Well, it's happening. It's absolutely happening. Steve-O has made his way into the studio, and he looks so happy to be here. How do you like in Texas so far?
I think it's great. I've never been to Odessa, Texas before.
Wow,
So
that's
this
an
is
honor.
a whole new experience.
It's kind of dry and crunchy here. Have you noticed?
Yeah, a little bit. But I've had great experiences in Texas in the past.
Really?
Particularly this one night in Austin.
Oh, Austin is always all kinds of fun. Is there any way we can talk about this night in Austin, or is that one of
Yeah, I
those?
could probably dance around it a little bit.
We can dance around. Was it on
There's me
6th
and three
Street?
girls.
Oh,
End
yeah.
of the story.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. And did you? I guess you survived that.
I'll
night,
make sure I
obviously.
tell the whole story this weekend at the MC Elegante.
MCM Elegante. Oh my gosh, that is going to be such an incredible
Yeah.
show. It's tomorrow night, Friday
Tomorrow
and
night,
Saturday.
Friday, yep. I have 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Shows are at 8 p.m. and 10:30. And people are wondering, like, what's Steve-O going to do?
What is he going to do?
I'm going to be hilarious.
No.
And, yeah. And I'm also going to do wild stunts and tricks.
Well, I gave him a ball
I
and
know.
a stapler. It's a my ball and a stapler, so in case he wanted to do any stunts in the studio, I covered it for him. And he's throwing it at yeah, Kris Marquez is back here recording, attempting to record, so that we can put it on our YouTube account. So,
I know.
well, I have a question for you. So you're a stuntman, a comedian, an actor, an author, and of course a dancer.
Yep. I don't know about a dancer.
Well, I
but
saw the
was,
Dancing
I
with
was
the
on
Stars.
Dancing with the Stars, yeah.
Right. That was good times until you got hurt.
Yeah, well, I got hurt the second week, but I hung in there for 6 weeks.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
you
really
did.
powered through it.
Which is your favorite? Out of all of those I just listed, which one would be your favorite?
Well, you know,
If you could choose.
it's sort of a colorful, illustrious list of
It is very
occupations
colorful.
that I've dabbled in. But really, I only have one, and that would be attention whore.
Oh, and you,
Yeah.
and you started this at 15.
I started filming when I was
Yes.
15 years old, yeah. My dad won a video camera in a golf tournament, and I snatched it from his closet. And I've been filming ever since. But yeah, so, you know, author, comedian, stuntman, sure. We could just boil it down to one thing, and that's attention whore.
Okay, so how did you come up with Steve-O? Because if it was me, I would call you, oh, Steve!
Oh, well,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
play your cards
Oh.
right, baby.
The night's still young. Yeah, okay. That didn't exactly go as planned, but all right.
And you know, I'm joined here with Adrian Washington. He's a hilarious guy too. Yeah.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna be
Hi, Adrian.
Hi.
we're really crushing it at the Elegante this weekend. But now, how did I come up with Steve-O? This was in 1996.
Uh-huh.
And I had been going by Steve-O for years. It first came about just from being drunk at keg parties. You know, we're all drunk and screaming, and I was always doing something wild. Steve-O! So that's how the name was sort of born. But then I remember thinking, like, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be a famous stuntman. And I didn't know that if I wanted to have this silly nickname, you know, if I was really conflicted about it.
Right.
And then the first time that I was ever on stage in front of hundreds of people was actually for a radio station talent show. And I called them up and I said, yeah, I am Steve-O, the alcoholic gymnast, and I'm gonna show up. And they did a little audition. And I showed up and I showed them how fast I could shotgun an entire beer. You know, like indisputable. You know, like
you
fast and yeah. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I told them that I said you can.
That's a gift.
I said I will get absolutely hammered before the audience's eyes. You know, like I will shotgun beer after beer after beer until I am just like beyond the shadow of a doubt hammered, and then I will do a gymnastics routine. It'll be hilarious, and so they liked it. And what they did was in between each act, you know, like throughout the show, they kept bringing me back out.
Right.
And the more I can, I shotgun 2 beers each time. So each time when I came out, I'm drinking more and more. This crowd loved it, and the crowd started chanting, "Steve-O, Steve-O," and there I was, and it occurred to me. I said,
this is great.
This is great, yeah. And if I had said that my name was Steve, nobody would be chanting anything. You can't chant Steve, So I made the decision right then and there. I'm Steve-O for good.
I love it.
And in hindsight, I think it was an absolutely brilliant call, because here, like,
you're a genius, Steve.
Well, in an industry where name recognition is so important, why not give them like just a single word name that's like silly and easy to remember, and be just as silly as your name in everything that you do.
I'm gonna have to come up with a name.
Yeah.
Think about that, Kris. We're gonna have to come up with names.
That's great.
Maybe we can get you to help, because you're so good at it.
Washington.
Yeah, Adrian.
Whole name.
I told you.
Adrian Washington.
Adrian, I said, Adrian, can I call you Adrian Boom Boom Washington? He said I could call him anything I wanted to. Thank you for that, Adrian.
Yeah.
Anytime. I'm only here for a couple nights to make it fun.
Yeah, where are you from?
Minnesota.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's changed things for you? No.
No. You're still just quite as interested.
Okay.
But Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's
So I hear the women here are particularly casual and loose. Is that right?
well, don't use her as an example, okay?
No.
We've got some fun
Someone
ladies,
told me
fun
that the girls are pretty wild here.
Well, that's if you go to Jaguars.
Oh yeah, is that a strip club?
Not necessarily just like everywhere.
All
There are
right.
certain areas
Okay.
of Odessa, which a lot of
Can
folks
you write
like
that
to call
address down?
Odessa. That's easy to find. It's just, I'll point the way.
Put that in your phone for me.
Or Chris will. He knows the way quite well, I'm sure. Okay, you've got a new reality show coming, because everybody's jumping on the
I don't know if it's like a reality show. I think
would it be
that
called?
conjures up, like ideas of your personal life being invaded by cameras.
Mhm.
Well, what it is, my new show is a competition show.
Mhm.
Like, the world didn't have enough singing competition shows already, but I've really
Oh.
kicked them in the nuts.
I'm curious.
Because
That could actually happen during this show, though, couldn't it?
It's called Killer Karaoke.
Uh-huh.
It starts on October 13th, and it's people singing karaoke while horrible things happen to them. So it's really funny. I mean, like trying to watch watching a guy trying to sing Leonard Skinner while he's getting electrocuted is awesome.
Well, that does sound
Yeah, and
like
he's got to keep singing no matter what, or he's not going to get voted through the next round. And we're doing all kinds of.
Was this your idea? I'm
It
just
wasn't.
curious.
It's actually a show that was already popular in like overseas countries,
Uh-huh.
and so we took an already successful television show format and brought it over here. And then now with me hosting it, I do I kind of carry on with my antics throughout the show as well. I really make it my own.
But you probably gave them some of the ideas for.
I threw them my opinions of what was going on, but they pretty well had it planned out, and we were on the set like, oh, why don't we do it this way, why don't we do it that way, but yeah.
Have you started shooting it already?
Yeah, we shot the entire first season.
Oh, wow.
And actually, I'm going to be shooting the second season before the first one even airs.
Well, I want to be on there, but I want
No, you
like.
don't.
I don't.
You really don't.
I was going to say, but I want like easy things, like take this
Yeah.
while we're tickling your foot.
You know, I was there. I was right there on the set hosting the show, and just we're doing things to these people, and I had to be honest and
Even you were
admit
shocked?
I wouldn't do.
Dang, wow.
I'm a little bit weird. I'm like, certain things don't bother me, and other things really do. And it just so happens that things that really bother me are happening to the contestants every show.
I would ask you what really bothers you, but that's almost scary. I don't know if we can probably talk about
You
that.
gotta be
on the
careful
radio.
about telling
Yeah,
people what really
yeah.
bothers me.
We can talk about that here in just a minute.
Right.
And you got a book because you're an
Yeah,
author too.
I'm not. This is hilarious. I'm a New York Times best-selling author.
I would have
I mean-
expected that from you, Steve-O.
I kind of like I always wanted to have a book. I really think that looking back on my life, I actually think I lived it deliberately, like for the purpose of making my book crazier.
Uh-huh.
But it worked out pretty well, and it just came out on paperback. Actually, I'll have them at my shows.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, I got some books sent. So when the show's over, I promised the audience I'm not going to go anywhere or do anything until I've taken a photo with every single one of you guys that wants to take a photo.
Aww.
But if you buy one of my books, you have to go to the front of the line and not wait in line.
And I will have his books for sale tonight because I'm going to break in his room. So come see.
Be on the street corner, right there by the MCM. Look for it. Get them extra cheap. Then we'll be signed by you, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be there tomorrow night, Friday night and Saturday night. MCM
2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
Right. And tickets are available at the MCM Elegante. They're also available at Endless Horizons. And they're also, we've lost Rob. I guess he ran off somewhere. So
That low life scoundrel SOB.
Where is he?
I can't.
Oh, let's talk about him.
Yeah.
Because he'll be there.
He
all
must have
before.
fallen out of somebody's butt because he is a piece of poo.
Oh, Rob. When you hear this later, just know I told you, my darling. All right, well, I want to thank you so much for taking time to come in here and see us here.
Thank you.
Thank you
I'm
so
very happy
much.
to be here, and it's going to be a good time at the MCM. So
Be
everybody,
sure.
come on down.
Come on. Oh, and there you
That
have
was right on
it.
throw.
Steve-O right here on the Basement's New Country Leader. My Country, 96.1.
Let's go.